What's up, everybody? It's Type of Dudes. I'm Joe.
I'm DT.
And this is Felipe, our friend. You've seen him in a couple of past videos. Today, we are reacting to my favorite show of all time. I have a great childhood memory connected to this. I'm getting giddy. Connected to this TV show. It is Sanford and Son, starring Red Fox.
I've never watched this show ever. I've heard of this guy. I guess he's a comedy legend.
Yep.
But I've never watched this show. You've never watched this show.
This is probably the first time I've ever heard of it.
So this should be interesting. We reacted to Archie Bunker from All in the Family for the first time.
Yeah.
Loved your feedback from our reaction there.
Yep.
And you guys gave us a lot of suggestions, and this is one of them.
Yep.
So
and also an addendum to that. Yes, we hear you guys. It is Rob Reiner, not Carl Reiner.
Right, yeah.
You got that wrong. They
That was my
do
mistake.
look a lot alike.
No, but it's Rob Reiner.
It is Rob Reiner.
Okay.
Yes.
And on another note, we are almost at 2,500 subscribers. So if you guys could hit that subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it.
Yep.
And we just might do something special for you after we hit 2,500 in the form of a live stream reaction to one of these shows that you like. So hit that subscribe button, get us there, and we'll have some fun. Anyway, let's check out this show, Sanford and Son, from back in the 70s.
Yep.
Let's check it out.
What we gonna do, eat now?
This is just a little protection. The dentist will be with you in just a moment.
Dies at the first lock.
You hear that? Just for protection, it's for blood.
I know exactly what's
See,
coming.
they butcher your mouth, then you lean over here and bleed in this sink. And when it's finished draining out you, there you are, dead.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
I'm dead.
Wow.
There you go, Mr. Sanford. All right, now, Mr. Sanford, if you will open, please.
Listen, Doc, wait a minute. My tooth don't hurt no more, honest. My tooth don't hurt no more.
Well, let's have a little look anyway. Open, please.
You the dentist here, huh?
Yes, I am. Will you open, please?
How long you been a dentist?
Well, quite some time.
Did you go to school or take correspondence course?
Damn.
You have to forgive my father, Doctor. He's a little nervous.
I understand. But, Mr. Sanford, in order for me to know what I have to know so I can get down to business, you will have to open.
Well, until I know what I have to know, the business stays closed.
All right. I think I know what your problem is, Mr. Sanford. Excuse me, please.
What is wrong with you? You just insulted that man. Now, he's obviously a qualified dentist, or he wouldn't be here with the title doctor. I'm ashamed of you, Pop.
Okay, you got the shame, he got the title, but this is my mouth.
If you don't want to get your tooth fixed, get up and leave.
Okay, I will leave here. I don't need this.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Aha! Here we go.
Excuse me a minute while I wash up.
See the difference between him and that other guy right away?
Yeah, it's like night and day.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, see, he's over there washing his hands. I like that. And listen, humming and singing. Happy and humming.
Well, now, Mr. Sanford, let's have a look and see what the problem is.
Anything you say, Doc. Say, listen, I bet your father's a dentist too, ain't he? Where y'all go to school, Harvard?
No, my father's not a dentist. He's an electrician. Actually, I got started in dentistry through a correspondence course. Oh, I say I got started that way. Then, of course, I went on to a university.
Oh, and then you went to Harvard.
No, I went to night school at City College. Open, please. That's ugly. Mr. Sanford, this is a little more complicated than I thought. Would you excuse me a minute? I want to check this out very carefully.
Well, you happy with that, Joker? He sounds terrific, City College at night.
Well, you heard him. You heard him, didn't you? He's going to check it out. Business. These people are all business.
I don't care anymore, Pop. I just want to get this over with and get out of here.
Mr. Sanford, that tooth is in a tricky position, and you should be in the best possible hands. I've asked Dr. Rogers to take over. He's the head of oral surgery.
Hello, brother.
Now, Mr. Sanford, if you'll open your mouth nice and wide so I can get your foot out first.
Okay, before I know we're gonna hear some comments, so I wanted to get this out there. Is this guy being racist? What he's doing? Or is he prejudiced?
I think he's prejudiced, a little self-hating.
Yeah, I think he's prejudiced, because I know some people like to throw around racism, but that's not what he's being.
Yeah.
He's being prejudiced. There is a difference.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Still funny though.
It is funny. Very sad.
Hey, Fred, if that allows that TV to go, I can't hear nothing.
If you want to make it louder, do like this.
But can't you turn the sound up?
It's up as high as it'll go now.
And look at that picture, there's two Humphrey Bogarts. Oh, look here, can't you fix it? Look, there's some knobs on here where you can fix the picture and the sound. Look, tell me what to do, I'll fix it.
See him knob back there, and one of them said volume control.
Yeah?
And there's two more, horizontal hold and vertical hold. And down below, two knobs said brightness, and one says fine tuning.
Yeah?
Forget about all of them. and just hit it on the side with your fist. Go ahead and hit it once. Once, Melvin, you can't fix nothing. Now look at it. There's 4 Humphrey Bogarts and 6 Lauren Bacall. Now this is supposed to be a love scene. Look like they're playing basketball. Now watch me. All you gotta do is just tap it. Well, it's this set had it.
Hey, listen, Fred, why don't you ask your son to buy you a new TV?
He said we couldn't afford it. Said other things came first.
Like what?
Like if he was in an accident with the truck, he would need all the money while he spent that time in the hospital.
Yeah, while he's in hospital, you here all alone without a TV.
Yeah,
Why don't you ask him to buy you a set?
yeah.
In color, with a big screen. You know, on that remote control. See, all you got to do is move your thumb. Never get up out your chair. Just use your thumb.
Yeah, and after sitting around all evening drinking beer, that'll be about all you can lift is your thumb. I better clean up this place now before Lamont gets home.
Look at how he lives.
Well, they own a junkyard.
He'll never find
So it's
it.
a back.
Hey, Fred, you remember Arthur Matthews?
Oh, the fellow with the ugly wife.
Right, she put the U in ugly.
I don't like to talk about nobody, but she looked like the part of the Polaroid that you tear off.
Damn.
Hey, but here's the thing. See, Arthur's ugly too.
That's true.
Yeah, but his son gave them a big color TV. Now they don't have to look at each other anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell Lamont I want me a new TV.
Right, enjoy life. After all, how long you gonna be here?
Well, my lease ain't up till August.
No, I mean enjoy life. Enjoy some of the things that's gonna be around.
You're right, Melvin. I'm gonna come right on out and say I want a new TV.
Hey, Melvin. Hey, Pop. Listen, I got a surprise for
I
you.
want a new TV. I want a new TV, and I'm not taking no for answer.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a new TV with the big screen and remote control and color.
I was waiting for that.
I was confused on that.
Well, listen, I already told you we can't afford a new television. And I'm not spending my hard-earned money so you can sit around here all day with your buddy, watching TV and drinking beer.
Well, I guess I better be going. Stay, Melvin. You can't be throwing my friends out the house.
What are you talking about throwing him out? Melvin was leaving, so let him leave. Goodbye, Melvin.
Stay, Melvin. This is my house. I got something to say, too.
Well, I think you better say goodbye. Your friend is leaving.
Don't move, Melvin. Come on back in here.
Melvin, if you want to go, go.
Stay, Melvin.
Go, Melvin.
No, Melvin.
Listen, you guys figure it out, and I'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'd like to point out
This
some
all
of the
the same
safety
episode?
features of this
No,
airplane. Located in the compartment above you is an oxygen mask.
I don't see none.
In the event there is insufficient oxygen in the cabin, it will drop down automatically. Simply place the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally.
Would you sit down? You're supposed to be seated when the seatbelt sign
Let
is
me
on.
go. I want an oxygen mask.
Listen, there's an oxygen mask right up here and it drops down. Now sit down.
Well, what if it don't drop down? What if it gets stuck up there? I want me an oxygen mask.
For your safety and convenience, please note the locations of the emergency doors and windows that are located throughout the plane. They are clearly marked.
Hey, we got an emergency window?
No, Pop. Emergency windows have emergency written on them.
Well, why don't we have an emergency window? If everybody else got an emergency window, I want an emergency window too. Hey, I want an emergency window and an oxygen mask. You want an emergency window too and an oxygen mask? Make that two emergency windows and oxygen mask. That's what I want.
Please sit down and stop making trouble.
That would be sexual harassment nowadays.
Come on.
What?
The plane is moving.
No kidding. Now just relax, Pop. Now the plane is just taxiing onto the runway so we can take off. Now just relax, all right?
Well, why do we have to take off? Why can't we just taxi right on into St. Louis?
We're already on here now, Pop, so just relax.
Listen, suppose I have a heart attack. Can I get out of here?
It's too late, Pop. We're already on the plane. Now just relax.
Oh, I ain't gonna make it.
Hey, would you stop that? Everybody on the plane is staring at us.
What the hell's wrong with you? They never seen nobody have a heart attack before? Hey, you can watch me have a heart attack. You want to move?
Sir, are you all right?
Yeah, he's fine. You see, this is his first trip, and he's a little nervous. See, I'm going to St. Louis, and I'm taking my father with me.
Yeah, he take me to St. Louis to join my dead uncle.
Well, perhaps you'd like something to drink. What would you like?
I like a fifth of Ripple.
I beg your pardon?
We'll both have champagne.
Yeah, that's good. Champagne and Ripple. We'll mix them together. That's my favorite. I call it Champipple.
We'll just have champagne, thank you.
Well, here are your menus. And when I come back with your drinks, you can tell me what you'd like for your entree.
Oh, I don't need this, honey. I know what I want. Give me some neck bones and black-eyed peas, and sweet potatoes, and some collard greens, and some peach cobbler, and a side of zucchini, and a bowl of gravy.
I'll explain it to him. Thank you very much.
Onion gravy.
Pop, would you just relax? Now look, there's a lot of nice things on the menu here, okay? Now look.
Remember when you got
You
food
got
on the
steak over
airplane?
here, you
You still
got
can.
lobster, you got Cantonese
free.
duck, a lot of nice things on
It was
here.
free.
Look, this stuff costs so much, they don't even put the price beside it.
No, Pop, we're flying first class, man. We get our choice of any of this stuff for free. See, you don't get that in second class.
We can eat any of this stuff here free?
Our choice.
Then I won't be needing these. I won't be needing these chicken wings. Chicken wings.
Would you put those things away?
No, maybe somebody can use them in second class.
Please.
Hey, anybody back here want to buy some chicken wings?
Not even
Let's sit down. I just hate to see some wings go to waste.
Pop, please, just sit down here and behave yourself. Please, behave yourself.
You ain't my daddy, I'm your daddy. You don't tell me what to do.
Well, somebody's got to tell you what to do because you don't know how to act out in public.
Listen, you keep talking like that, I'll put my foot right. Ain't this time, ain't it, Doc? That's why I called the hospital.
Well, I got here as fast as I could.
You know, you look kind of young to be a doctor. You sure you're a doctor?
No, I'm in residence, but I will be a doctor in 6 months.
Well, I can't wait that long. You might as well go and finish examining me since you're in my residence.
Where do you feel the pain?
All up and down, Doc. Feel like an elephant standing on top of me. With them spiked golf shoes, figure to tee off. It's my heart, ain't it, Doc?
Mr. Sanford, relax. Your heart seems to be perfectly normal. In fact, I'd say that what you have is probably no more serious than the run-of-the-mill garden variety gastritis. It's probably just something you ate. What did you have for lunch?
I didn't have no lunch, Doc. I was too sick to eat.
Did you have breakfast?
Uh-huh.
What'd you have?
I had waffles and ham hocks and candied sweet potatoes and peach cobbler and collard greens.
For breakfast.
Well, that's a very unusual breakfast, Sanford. Man your age should start off the day with something lighter.
Well, I do. But see, it was the last of the 8-day-old collard greens, and I had to get rid of them because they were smelling up the house.
8-day-old greens?
Collards.
Well, what you're suffering is severe gas pains and a bad case of indigestion.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Doc? I mean, you know, like some doctors won't tell a patient how bad off they are. And then, because they don't want to scare them. Then next thing you know, you go to sleep and wake up dead.
All you have is a very bad stomachache. Now, it should clear up by tomorrow, and you'll be your old self again.
Thanks a lot. Look, just come here a minute, Doc.
Yeah?
Would you like a glass of Ripple before you go?
What's that?
What's that? Oh, if you got to ask a question. You couldn't be one of us. I just thought maybe, you know, you might be trying to pass.
Hey, what's that ambulance for over there? Is there something wrong with my father?
Oh, nothing serious. I'm Dr. Stewart. You're Mr. Sanford's son?
Yeah.
He just has a very bad case of gas and acute indigestion.
Oh.
Seems he ate some 8-day-old collard greens for breakfast, and they didn't agree with him.
8-day-old collard greens wouldn't agree with Superman. I told him to get rid of them things. They had the whole house smelling like a pot liquor factory. And he ate them. That was stupid.
Well, look, in any case, he's really not in any mood to be chastised, so it might be a good idea to sort of just go easy on him.
Oh, don't worry. Look, there'll be no chastising. See, you got me at the right time. From here on in, there's going to be nothing but self-discipline in that house. Self-discipline and control. And I got the discipline to do it.
Oh, that's nice. Are you a Zen Buddhist?
No, I'm a double Libran Baptist.
Well, anyway, he should just stay off his feet for the next day or two, at least till the stomach problem clears up. All he probably needs is just one big belch.
Well, is there anything I should do for him?
Just stand back. Goodbye.
Hey, Pop, how you feeling?
I'm a little sick, son.
I know. I saw the doctor on the way in and he told me.
You did? What did he tell you? It's bad, ain't it?
Oh, no. Why do you say that?
Why are you smiling at me like Bela Lugosi or something like that?
Well, can I smile at my own father?
Well, why are you starting today? It's serious, ain't it?
Look, Pop, if there was anything seriously wrong with you, now you know I'd tell you.
Sure you would. Just see me suffer.
I don't want to see you suffer. You're my father and I love you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. If you did, you'd have sympathy pains.
You mean to tell me you want me to be sick just because you're sick?
Yeah. I don't want to suffer you all by myself. A family that's sick together sticks together.
You know, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Pop. And I'm not going to stand up here and... Yeah, left it. Here, take it easy.
Here we go. Okay, welcome to Camp Freddy. All those going home in the red truck, fall in.
Come on, Pop. Now you gotta get in the spirit, man. Now just take a look around it. Look at those towering mountains.
That's what that was
Look
the
at
first
those
thing I
swaying
noticed.
trees.
Look at this babbling sun.
Pop, you gotta try and appreciate nature a little bit, like Joyce Kilmer.
Who is she?
She was a he.
Joyce was a he?
Yeah. He wrote trees.
Did they write back?
No, Pops, you don't understand. He wrote the poem Trees. You remember? I think I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast.
Sound like Joyce might have been a little...
Yeah, and then there was Thoreau, Pop. Who? Yeah, the writer Thoreau. See, he left his mark on the world.
Oh, yeah, the mark of Thoreau. Zip, zip, zip.
No. See, Henry David Thoreau, he lived in solitude for 7 years, and he wrote a poem about Walden Pond.
Big deal. My cousin Ernie lived in solitude for 7 years. He wrote a poem about San Quentin.
Come on, Pop, stop being so negative, man. Now, we left home, we both agreed that
We didn't agree on nothing. That was you. You insisted that we get away so we have a chance to talk together like father and son before you got married.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, here's some father and son talk.
Okay.
Get your father out of these woods.
Pop, come on now. The least you can do is help me unload the stuff from the truck.
If that's the least I can do, I'll do it.
You got a fireplace.
I don't matter care about it.
Here's your sleeping bag.
Where's the box spring and the mattress?
Yo, Pop, listen, you're gonna love sleeping on the ground in this sleeping bag close to nature.
Speaking of nature.
Not him.
Where's the outhouse?
Anywhere you want it to be.
I want it to be in the bathroom.
No, see, you don't understand. You're in the woods now, Pop, and you gotta live like animals. See, animals don't use bathrooms.
Well, I do. I'm not forest broken.
Hey, wait a minute. Who put this in here?
I put it in there. Give it here.
For what?
This is my snake bite kit. See, if a snake bites me this weekend, I'm gonna lay this upside your copperhead and rattle it. Let me get the tent. Can't live in no tent. I can't sleep in. I gotta have something more comfortable and roomy.
Pop, the thrill of camping is learning to overcome Mother Nature's little challenges. Now look, you read me the instructions, and I'll set up the tent.
Okay.
You're gonna love it, Pop.
I know it. I'm beginning to love it now. Keep this tent away from the heat, animals, and the big dummy of the forest.
Pop, just read what the instructions say, please.
Okay. If you follow these instructions carefully, even a small child can assemble this tent. Step 1, drive to Watts and get a small child. I'll see.
Come on, man. There, you see, Pop? An hour of hard work has paid off. The tent looks terrific.
An hour?
No, son, it doesn't look too bad.
No, I told you, Pop. Now, once we get everything set up, we're gonna have a ball out here camping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inside and check it out.
Tent technology.
Yeah, son, you going in there and I'll come in later.
Hey, Pop, you know, it's really great in here.
Is it warm?
Would you get in here?
Well, okay, I'll try to look at it.
Now, look at this.
Wait a minute. Hey, this is really nice.
Isn't this nice?
It's great. It's really
thought
great.
so.
We can have some fun in here.
Yeah.
What do you do?
That wasn't even the best part of that scene. They cut it off before it.
That last part?
Yeah.
Wow. So he's kind of like a Black Archie Bunker in a sense.
Kind of. So that's why we'll watch more of the videos. Lamont has a Puerto Rican friend. There's Pat Morita, the Karate Kid. He's in it. Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's Fred's friend. They start a restaurant out of the kitchen together. It's hilarious. But just same, racial slurs in front of, all of these guys.
Oh my gosh. There's something about the old cranky dude.
Yeah.
I guess no matter what race you are. And it's poor. It seems to be like this divide between like, I don't want to say educated versus less educated.
No, but it's definitely I think it's a cultural thing. Everybody back then, our world today is more connected than it's ever been, right? We've always been kind of tribal. Europe has had wars every 20 years because of the different countries, and the borders changed so much, right? Same thing in the Middle East. In India used to be a conglomeration of, a dozen different kingdoms.
Right.
And
Pakistan
China.
and them don't align.
Right.
Wise.
Right.
Well,
and,
even between him and his son, it just seemed a very similar thing with the All in the Family is like the old dude, less educated, little ignorant, and then the young people trying to bring him up to speed.
And it's because, a lot of these people grew up in those tribal communities, those tribal mentalities, whereas their kids are now in that connected, Lamont goes to, for a while he goes to do acting classes. And in the acting classes, there's a lot of white people, Hispanics there. And then one time, I think he even brings them to rehearse at the house. And, as you can imagine, Fred is there making fun of them. Right. So
what would be the equivalent to today? Like, I think the closest thing that I have is I try to get my parents to understand technology.
Yeah.
That seems to be the only...
I think it really comes with perspective and like how people lived. Like, for example, my parents were, they're Cuban, right? And they defected from Cuba, and that's where a lot of their ideals were based off of, what they struggled with, what they experienced, right? Because they literally left their country because of Castro and whatnot. So, for example, for me, it's like something I struggle with them, or with even sometimes that side of the family, is because of communism. They hear one little thing that sounds like it, and it's automatically like, nope, that's communism. I'm like, okay, not everything is communism, but because they suffered through that, that is a fear for them, right? And it's their perspective. And along what you were saying, it's like, I think every parent and child relationship ever, I think, has similar, right? But whenever we become parents, I feel like our kids are also thinking about that.
Because I consider myself pretty cool. And, I can't imagine what my daughters are gonna like. Am I gonna be that guy?
Probably, in some sense, not maybe that, but in some way, you're in some similarities or in differences.
I think something that I could see coming up soon is that meshing of man with technology. Now pretty soon we can have we'll be able to like embed chips in our brain and have the internet directly downloaded, and all of those things.
I ain't good.
Like in 15 years with this whole metaverse thing. If my daughters come to me saying, "Hey Dad, you need to get on this virtual that's when I would probably be like him. I'd be like, what the fuck? Back in my day, I'm probably now I can see it. Now I can see.
So I would say, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that too.
Because I remember when Bitcoin was at $2 a coin, and I went to my dad, and I was like, "Hey, you should invest in this." He was like, "No, that's not a real thing. It's fake. It's gonna go, all of that stuff." And now it's skyrocketed, right?
Yeah, but sometimes old people are right about things.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes they are right, and the young people have it dead wrong.
Well, with age comes wisdom too. Right.
So sometimes,
and I think the youthful vigor that people have, they're kind of like, "Oh, this is something new. It's exciting. Let's go do it. Let's go, this and that." Whereas old people, they're kind of rightfully I wouldn't say afraid, but just cautious, right? Because if you look at Fred Sanford, he lived through the Depression. He lived through 2 wars, right? All of these things, race relations, all of those things. And so he's cautious because, he saw governments treat the people wrong. He saw banks treat the people wrong. He's so skeptical of banks because of what happened in the Great Depression, right?
Isn't that funny how these things shape your thinking as an adult?
Right.
Yeah. These moments in history literally shape how you will be the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Well, COVID will have probably shaped us, right? So, like, at some point, I don't know if that's something that we may notice now, but maybe later on.
There will be another disease.
Oh, yeah.
There will be another virus or whatever. We're going to live through this again.
And the experiences through COVID are going to shape our decisions in the next one, right? Well, I mean, I coach high school softball, and even then it's like they make comments about stuff. I'm like, you don't know about I remember, what is one, you've never seen a box television before? And she's like, what is it? He's like, I think I've seen that like on a cartoon or something. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Things just evolve so quickly now that even, I mean, I'm only really like...
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
What, 14 years older than these girls or whatever, but there's just so much stuff that they also don't know.
There's so much things that are changing, right? I remember we had an old rotary telephone, and
the ones that
we had an old rotary telephone. It didn't work, but I found it in the closet. Right, we had it. We didn't use it. We had it.
So it wasn't used at one point.
No, it wasn't. But it was at one point used, and we still had it. And I remember learning how to do it because I was curious, right? These kids these days, like if you give them that rotary telephone, kids these days, they make fun of old people not being able to use technology. But if you ask them to use a typewriter or a rotary telephone, they would never be able to.
I used to do typewriter. And what about cursive?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can write in cursive.
I remember cursive. I still got it.
But I don't think anybody now.
No, they teach.
I think they do. I think they still do.
I guess I've like seen like when we do, for example, we do our rules and expectations, and I say sign. You have to sign your name, and they just write it out.
Oh, they don't have like
some of them have the signature, and you can tell who's probably been taught that, and then some of them just literally write their name. I'm like, that's not a signature, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
These young people today. Oh man. All right. Well, that was our first introduction. Well, me anyway, and you, but not you, to what's his name? Fred G. Sanford. And the G changes every time he says it.
What do you mean? It goes to a different letter?
No, it means something different every time.
A different name.
He'll introduce himself as Fred G. Sanford, and the G stands for.
Okay.
And then it changes every time.
Okay, Mr. Fred G. Sanford. Very interesting. Well, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.
Peace.